ended up shooting itself down under the stage where it couldn't recover. That's also unfortunate. If we'd landed that side knife, we would have gotten it out. And man, this recovery is crazy on this plant. Oh, that was a perfect hit from Joker. Did not end up actually making contact with the plant, but it did hit square in what should have been its hitbox. Huge neutral attack from the plant. Does end up getting, I believe that's a down air for Arsene. It does take its second stock. Joker's now at 82%, fighting a 50 for the Piranha plant. We just got out of Arsene, so this is going to be a really tough fight. Alright, Joker did end up losing a stock. We do have Arsene up now, so we will be seeing a lot faster and more aggressive play coming out of our Joker. And we should be able to take this last stock off this plant with it. Oh! Oh! That was so bad. That was insane. The fact our Joker went down way below stage to try and chase that Piranha plant, and the up B, I'm assuming it's a B, from Joker to try and get back on stage after that plant pushed himself all the way back up there, did not end up getting back on stage. So that is 3 stocks for SAU. Right now, ECU has 2. Checking to see who will be facing the last stock for this Piranha plant. Probably coming out 3-1. Not a bad situation, but definitely not a great start to the semifinals match right here. But I'm confident in our guys. They've got to win a best of 3, and at the very least, the first round is always when you start learning what your opponent does. And in a fighting game like this, it's an important round. Making sure that you're actually paying attention and figuring out what their habits are and what they tend to do whenever they're in certain situations. For instance, anytime that plant got a second to himself, he would stay right where he was, wherever he was, and he would charge up that like smoke bomb attack, which is kind of weird. It's okay if somebody walks right into it, I suppose. But, you know, you're going to charge it right there. And unless that charge state does something, like when Cloud gets his limit, which I highly doubt it does, doesn't seem incredibly helpful. on our microphone died in the middle of everything. That is what's happened. Okay, everybody, we're back. I'm going to see if I can plug this in and it not be a pain. If it is, I will simply unplug it. You will get game video, not me talking. Alright. You should be able to hear me now. You might get some of the feedback that we've been experiencing. I did have another mess up on top of that because it's two last night. It was very hard fought. They did end up getting our Violet landing down to his last stock. And now they have swapped in their Bowser. And it looks like the first stock was taken by our Violet. It looks like she's better at spacing out these attacks. The plant is really fast and good in a lag-heavy environment. Bowser is also good in a lag-heavy environment, but thankfully his attacks are big. So I'm hoping that, you know, we got one stock off with only one of our own. That's good, that's great. I'm hoping that we can run into the next game with someone else and be able to take the last two stocks on this 1,000. While we're in the middle of waiting for the next round to start, I'm going to make sure that we're not getting too much feedback from the mic being plugged in. If we are, like I said, I will just leave you guys with me muted on so I'm sure you guys. Alright, then. Looks like we're sending Payson in on Sonic to force out a stall from this Bowser is probably what they're going to try and do. I hope you have fun watching this stream. I am going to off and let everybody close up for a minute so that we have better microphone quality and conversation to round 2 and 3 of this semi-final match. But right now, the office already is plugged in the dock. So I'm just going to let that start for a little bit and you guys can talk. in here to continue commentating because I figured that we had enough charge in these microphones to not have the static issue that we have when they are.
Don't forget the same.
Trying to make sure. Okay. I am unsure how much of what I've said you heard and when it cut out, but I'm pretty sure it cut out at some point. Beyond me muting it so that you didn't have to hear me verse. Oh man, really eating up those stocks. Okay, Yoshi is vibing. This Yoshi did end up going against our, that was so weird, he didn't start on platform. This Yoshi did end up going against our game watch during the second round of the second game, and Yoshi apparently is like top 5 worst match for Game Watch. Really big problem for Bodhi going into that, but he was able to put 2 stocks and he did so very well. That was a very difficult matchup, and he played into it the best he absolutely could. This Yoshi plays exactly like their minion. They kept telling me that he's the Bowser player that plays exactly like the Bowser, but like as far as I'm concerned, this Yoshi doesn't like platforms, neither does the minion. And that's kind of unfortunate for our crowd because we do like to abuse the power of the air attack, right? And the ability to be over top of someone and put them into some sort of a disadvantage with what we can do from there, right? Game & Watch really likes the Nair ability. He's got all sorts of things where he's trying to punish you if you're below him and then watch you and then of course Joker with the down gun, and control air is crazy, at least when it comes to starting combos. As you can see, Landon's sticking on those platforms pretty heavily, despite the fact that that tail is crazy. Let's see if we can't get 1 stock off this way. Come on, Landon, come on. Oh, we want it. Oh. I don't know that we will get it, but I appreciate the effort. This is going to be insane if you can pull it off. That's all we want right now is 1 stock. Grab the diamond. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're being very careful. Both of them are primed for a launch. Oh! Just barely hit him out of that shield. It's okay. It's okay. They're on their second player. We're on ours. Now we have the ability to throw something at this Yoshi. I don't know anything about matchups, so I can't tell you what we should or should not go in with. What I would tell you is I would not go in with anyone that really likes above platform play. And I just mean that player-wise. I don't even mean whatever characters they could be. Because that's just... I mean, like I said, we've got a lot of people just on our team that like to go around and use these platforms. And this Yoshi is going to abuse that if we let him. But to everyone out there that might still be in Catland, let me know what you did and didn't see of the second game, and I'll try to reiterate what I did see. Again, I don't know when the Elgato cut off. I'm happy it's working now, but, you know, it's kind of concerning that it's done that, I think, twice now, and we don't know why. Because I was able to just move the ports, I think that USB port on the computer might be fine. But we shall have to see. Apparently the results for the first two games have not been put in. You can tell because this screen has not been updated. But that's okay. I have a feeling coming out of the first game, I know our players were on edge a little bit. You know, they're both teams fighting for a playoffs, like grand final spot right here. Very important tournament for us to be getting to that spot in and potentially winning. And I know that that's got our guys riled up. I'm sure SAU's guys are riled up because of it. So it's not super surprising that neither teams have actually updated that the match website. Right now, currently in discussions, trying to figure out what could be their best move against that Yoshi. Our current roster, I don't think they sent in the K-Rule. I don't think that they've done that just yet. I think that was at the end of the last one. I think Joker was that Joker Wario was the first round. So I'm going to have faith that we could send in Sonic against him. Sonic might be a good one. He also likes to stick kind of to a bit more of a spacing gameplay that would probably be good against a brawler like Yoshi, you know, forcing him to come in. And then you reacting to that. I can see Casey doing really well with that. They have chosen. So SAU should be putting their stage and then joining Battlefield. Rob. Looks like we got Rob. I believe this will either be Noel, probably Noel. Pink Rob, probably Noel. Could also be Caden though. Caden does play Rob and was playing Rob before Noel even started. He hit right into the nair, did end up getting intercepted by the Yoshi. This kind of cheesy gameplay, I do kind of think is off as well. Oh, this Yoshi is incredibly aggressive. See? Oh gosh. It's late, guys, it's late. I appreciate anybody that's watching this. despite the time. I love to see the dinosaur get tossed. Can you do it again? Again. I will say, yeah, I was about to say, I could see a stock being taken at least on our Rob. But honestly, getting this Yoshi player out of the way is not a bad thing, just going forward. Once Yoshi's off the books, we can send in, there. Once Yoshi's off the books, we can send in Bodhi on Game & Watch, and I think we'll be able to take quite a few stocks off of them like that. There goes that Yoshi, completely thrown into the background. I love the Colors Battlefield. I tend to like anything with a stained glass aesthetic, probably because I grew up playing Kingdom Hearts. But like, this map is very well done. Ooh, that was big damage on him. Oh, come on, Rob. We hit the nair. We've hit a laser. We would have hit that nair. I will say, Yoshi's shield is plus. The egg is crazy, okay? And I appreciate that for the little guy. He deserves more of this, but only in Mario. Oh, good laser shot from our Rob. Rob, please no. That isn't well. I have to tell you right now, the trying to play off ledge, that's definitely wrong. I feel it in my bones. Bro, please stop doing that. You're stressing me out. You've got one life, and you can take another shot from this Yoshi. There we go. Ah, that should have hit with the air dodge. Oh, a big hit for that Yoshi. There it is. Second stock down. She's got just enough damage to her name to where she could potentially play very conservatively. Stop throwing yourself off ledge and take another stock from this Yoshi. I do not foresee it happening. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But I almost don't think this in Bodhi on Game because he took 2 stocks off of him before, which means that he can take 1. But I also want them to make sure that they're not throwing in anyway. This puts us on our 3rd player, them on their 2nd. And as soon as we get this 2nd one down, if we have all 3 stocks, we are dead even for this entire heat. Who will ECU be sending in next? We've seen a Wario, we've seen Yoshi. But I don't know. I think the Wario was the player that we did not see until the 2nd game. That Yoshi is the same player as their Bowser, so they don't need to worry about Bowser. So they're still running into their Rob. Or their Min. Rob, Little Mac, Min, I think are the 3 that they could potentially be facing next. I wouldn't be surprised if SAU's 3rd player is Min. That Min is atrocious. We ended up getting that Min somehow. I don't remember exactly. But either way, we'll see shortly. I'm sure we'll be able to get a stock off of them before they get one off of us. Yoshi is kind of a cheese character, but if we send someone in there like Roy, who he can't abuse that like up tail smack move with too easily, then we'll be okay. I think I said it earlier, I would be okay with seeing Sonic in this matchup. I think as a very not their level of Smash player, I think I would be okay with that. But sometimes I recommend things like that and they look at me like I'm absolutely crazy. And they're like, no, that's a -2+4 matchup. And I'm like, what do you mean? What are these numbers you're saying at me right now? This game has numbers? No. Serious debate going on, trying to make sure that whoever is going in against this Yoshi can take one stock without taking any. Again, I'm confident about it. I really don't think it'll be too much, but what they're probably trying to do is they're trying to set up for the next play. It's not like the first round when they were trying to take out an MM3 and then potentially set up to take out another 3 stocks. We don't need someone to do 6, we need someone to do 1, and then pretty well. And then we're good. Then both teams are on their 4th play and we're fine. But that's going to be Noel and Landon out. So right now we've got Bodhi, we've got Hayden, and we've got man, I forget his name all the time because his name is just what his house and that's not his actual name. Casey. We got a lot of them wedding up. Hopefully at the end of this match we will have in-person finals that we could go to. That was super fun to go and watch that. We have decided who's going in, what they're going in as. We did send in the Game & Watch. Oh, I like it. I really like it. I think Game & Watch will be good into whatever could potentially be coming next, at least for a stock or two. And I think he's got one in the bag too. Everybody is making their stock so dramatic. Those teams are fired up, you can tell. You're not saving this guy anything. So you're coming to play. Unfortunate. It seems like there are a lot of moves of Yoshi's that just straight up nullify whatever the new is doing. And that is, I asked Brody about it earlier, and he's like, well, that's just where it becomes an action that's really bad for my character. Is if you let that Yoshi respond to something you're doing and he does it right, straight up force you into doing nothing. I like where we're at percentage-wise, 94 on that Yoshi, 50 on the Game & Watch. 60 on the Game & Watch. 109 for the Yoshi now. We can get him to get that down B into the court. I'm sure we could also get him with a neutral. Alright, we did let go of our shield a little early right there. But that's fine when it comes to offstage play. Our team is far too good. I'm confident in saying that. And that is 3-stock Game & Watch for 1 taken off of that Yoshi. And I am proud of that play. Very good, very solid. Did not get stressed out about the numbers matchup. Just simply took care of what needed to be done. And now we're going to head into the 3rd player for SAU. Again, I would not be surprised if it's the Min-Min. The Min-Min is consistently the 3rd person that they send in. And I just really think that that is going to end up being what happens. I'm interested to see how Bodhi plays into the Min-Min. I don't know that I've seen him play against her very much. I definitely not seen Game & Watch against her. Game & Watch is a very close melee character, and then Min is, of course, the complete opposite. But I feel like the Min specifically likes a lot of grounded play, does not like platform play, and I think that gives Bodhi a lot of openings once he does get her in the air, right? And then, of course, Bodhi's offstage play with Game & Watch is solid overall. So I can't imagine... Yeah, there's that memory. I can't imagine this being not something where he can get a stock or two. I would prefer 3. 3 would be awesome. He's got 3 to live with. Alright, we immediately see Bodhi jump up to the stage, platform the memory, standing on, and then jump down. There's the neutral air. A grab from Bodhi. Neutral air, the first time that I've seen that memory step on a platform, and he does get hit because he's on it. Alright, Bodhi's playing very well into this matchup right now, very much waiting out for the minute. Both of them are already at about 45%. Bodhi did apparently, he's getting leg tracked really well right now. But of course, that's him winning, isn't it? He's making sure that you were at a distance and you were staying there. She's cycling her arm abilities a lot better right now. They said something about her, like, arm or whatever it is, not being able to hit under. Or the dragon one not being able to hit under ledge. She is cycling between them fast enough where she's able to just under ledge, which is unfortunate. It's going to make that matchup a bit more difficult for Bodhi. Amazing fair. And we put ourselves back on ledge. We did end up avoiding the hit. Oh, another grab. We're trying to juggle in the air. We did not end up doing too much off of that. Bodhi is down 1 stock, and then at 85%. Alright, she cycled a dragon, she's doing another one, she's doing dragon, she's cycling the other one. Really making sure that she's prioritizing the other arm. Alright. It's safe to get on ledge now. I do it while you're safe. Yep, just missed that one. Get back on ledge. Come on, Bodhi. We need to get right on top of her and lock in with the lefty. Once that happens, I really do think that she's got a very good chance of being able to take at least one shot off her before he loses the second one, but he will end up losing the second one. Unless he just, like, yeah. Unless something happens. And it wasn't going to, but who knows it. Alright, here we go, leg trapping. Oh, she did shield, she did get with that pair there, and we've gotten 1 stock on the lead. I totally agree with him. Please don't put yourself perfectly off stage. These guys love fighting off stage, and I get it. When you're at, like, high level gameplay, that is where you fight. But it's not, with this specific character, it's not somewhere I want to be. Alright, we're getting behind her. We did not end up being able to grab her. A little short of that. Bodhi is being very careful about not bringing her up to the platform. And this is not for just not wanting to be up there, like it has been in the games that I've watched. This is Bodhi specifically keeping base platform play. Using it for mobility and dodging from using angle, but absolutely not. There we go, shooting her up. Oh, just barely not being able to make that other shot. But I feel like he could have done it. That's going to push ECU into their 4th player. For Min, I'm not super sure. I think they might, if you remember game 1, the last person that popped in was, there's our Roy, is Caden on Roy. I wouldn't be surprised if they send Caden back in to try and gain some sort of vengeance for that play. I don't know that I want to see that, because I don't think we've sent Kaysen in this time yet. And I do think that Kaysen has the ability to keep the level head that is needed to take the stocks off of this minion and whatever is coming after that. King gets very excited when he plays sometimes. And I don't know that excitement is going to take us too far right now. And we are sending Kaysen in on that K rule. Alright guys, here comes the White Croc. Let's see it. I would love to see this White Croc absolutely this minion. Alright, we're going in aggressive, quick, trying to make sure that we are playing right on top of that minion, because that is not her primary, right? And it's working. K-Roll only has 19% right now. We've already got 55 on the minion. Oh, launches her all the way off stage with the air gun, cannon, the cannon. That's what I mean. 81% on the minion, 96, keeping her off the left side of the stage. She has lost her second stock. I believe in it. I believe in that stock. We're at 66% on him. 3 stocks up, 85 now, 39 for the minion, 58. He hits hard. He gets hit for no reason. He's a whole crocodile. He is going to lose 1 stock for the minion. But if he can get this last one without losing his hair, I'm sure he can do stocks. I believe in patience. Alright, there it is. Second. Oh, she's back. Oh, but she got hit by the cannon on the way. We're gonna do it again. We hit her again with the cannon. That one is going to take that 3rd stock off that minion. Alright. Heading into the last round for the GAC semifinals match, ECU versus SAU. I do believe we will end up seeing probably a Little Mac, if I really had to guess. Maybe the Rob, probably the Little Mac. And the only reason, he's faster than KD. Rob isn't. I think Rob could probably do something, but if I wanted to try and hit something that needs to take a lot of damage really quickly online, as far as I've heard, I would be sending that Little Mac. But ECU is going in with 2 stocks on the White Croc King K rule, and we will end up seeing who the last player for SAU will be this season. And at the end of this, we will know who one of our finalists for the GAC is going to be. They've chosen. It is the Rob. See, this is what I mean whenever I say, sometimes I say things and they look at me like I'm crazy. SAU probably would have also looked at me like I was crazy if I said that I was to be like, hey, tiny. I'd be like, yeah, but he hit fast. He can break that belly armor so fast. I don't know what to tell you. This Rob, this Rob has very standard gameplay for the way he plays. We did end up getting a taunt in the middle of all that for some reason, and that is going to set off Kaysen. And as you can see by that solid combo, it's really good. Rob's kind of cute. Rob's a really cute character. This Rob specifically really likes to do his dodge out, back at him, we're gonna grab him, throw him off stage. I want 1 stock before I see him do any sort of crazy stuff. I didn't mean to move, please. Oh. We went PS2 and we went with, Alex. Oh, that's a solid hit on the Rob. Please, for the love of God, do not let him get back up. Nope. Okay. Oh, there he goes again. We did not end up ledge something. We have got another solid hit on him. Yeah, throwing. Oh, even better. Belly spike all the way. Alright, we are 2-2. If K-Rule comes out of this, one stock up, this is going to be insane. He's already at 138, 40%. But I would love to see it. Just even get it done. We are using every projectile that this thing has. 160 for our K-Rule. We did end up getting spiked down off of the recovery, but that's fine. That just boosts our K-Rule back into the right percentages with the Rob already 36 stock. Now, if Jason can just make sure that he's not taking too much damage, he can head into the third stock with the Rob and be solid. Already at 96%, 101. K-Rule is a beefy character, but Jason's got to be careful against the Rob. Here we go, throwing him off stage one more time. We didn't even hit a spike, we just took 20% for no reason. Come on, Jason. Pull it together. Oh, that is unfortunate. We're at 160 on our last stock. This Rob is at 120. Everybody wants to go here. We just need to see who's gold enough to get it. We've got a cannon shot off. We did get one stock on that Rob. We are 1-1, but we are 156% right now. I am not comfortable with that. We're nearing 200 steadily. And there it goes. Last stock for ECU. I do believe that makes your winners tonight SSBU. I could be crazy. There could be one more seed person. I could have counted wrong. But I think that's it. I think that's it. I think we'll do with our thing. I'm going to wait for final congratulations until we get kicked back to lobby and I see what they're doing. Because if they don't, like, immediately disband lobby, start leaving, things like that, because it's late, they'll get out of here in a minute. But I do think that's it. If this isn't the end of it, this puts ECU in a fairly good position because that was their fourth player. I'm going to message them and confirm, because neither team is moving, which makes me think they might have one player left. Which means that I've dramatically miscounted, and we are still in this. Did I? No, because we had the Rob. Because we had Joker, Rob, game and one. No, that's it right there. Joker, Rob, game one, drop. That does mean SAU wins for tonight. They're probably still in the lobby because they're starting to report their matches and everything. Again, heading back into this screen, nobody's reported any of the match results. But best of three, that puts it 2-1 in favor of SAU. Good job, guys. That was a really well-played game on the side of everybody. And I think that's going to be it for tonight's stream. Y'all. Okay, my non-existent chatters. Time for me to fill you in on what's happening here. And why nobody was moving after we decided we'd won this. There is something about being able to charge moves during the beginning of the match when you're getting rid of your stocks from combat. Okay? You're supposed to eliminate the charges for those moves when you're doing your taunts. Don't ask me how any of that is done. It was caught by our player, one of our players, that was not done. SSBU has left the game for a reason. That was not done, is being asked to rerun that match because technically speaking, they had charged moves already done up during the round start that should not have been charged. So I believe we are going to end up doing a rerun for that last match. Okay, it would turn out SSBU is not allowing for the rerun because the match was played out instead of immediately restarting, which is fair. So it does look like that is the end of that round, and SSBU are the winners for the match. Alright everybody, this time I did tell the players if they felt like it and they wanted, they could come to interviews, because we haven't been able to do one this match, I don't think, this season. But we do have them in here constantly commentating, so you know, they know not watching. But you haven't been able to see them because they've been locked in trying to clear this playoff match. So I'll give them a couple minutes to figure out if they want to do that. And if not, I will shut down the stream and we will see you guys next time. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I do have somebody here who is with me. Second please. Keep your mic. So, hear me out. You want to take a seat on the couch? I know you've been back there standing. So, tough match tonight, but more interesting for the sake of this interview, you are a new recruit for ECU. This is your first season playing.
Yeah.
So, tell me, how'd you end up here? How does it feel to be playing in playoffs for the GAT?
Well, I mean, I've been playing this game since I was 2.
Yeah.
That's what my parents tell me. Like back on the 64, and I just fell in love with it. And then I started my esports group in high school, and then we got state every year.
Crazy.
The thing is I never got anywhere past 13th in state.
Okay.
And I felt like that was always like my peak, and I didn't like that. So I kept practicing, and practicing. Just a teensy bit more practicing.
Sure.
And then whenever I graduated from high school, I immediately came over here and tried out. At the start, I kind of wiped everybody on the Smash team.
Oh, really?
I remember distinctly Cody saying, like, what can we do to get you here? And I guess now I'm here. I'm playing in, like, a full pro scene.
Yeah.
Of,
Pretty much.
like, competitive Smash players. It's crazy. Like, I need to get used to, like, playing in lag with the, like, lag random delay online.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'll get used to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just playing at this level and at a collegiate level is just insane. If you would have told, like, high school me that I would go this far, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, 13th to 3rd. This is our state. And you guys got really far this season.
Yeah.
Since we have you here, do you care to speak on what happened last season? I wasn't super involved in the program at that point. How does this season stack up compared to last?
So last season, it was a rough season.
Yep.
We got dead last in almost everything.
Wow.
Last season specifically, we were all new. We were all new to the collegiate esports. Me and Landon both were brand new to collegiate esports, and so was a lot of our team. So we have improved drastically from last semester, getting almost dead last to going to 3rd place.
Yeah. Awesome. Amazing.
We've made some really big improvements, and there's only more improvements to come.
Yeah, big improvements, more to come. I know that what you guys have been doing recently, you've been going around to a lot of local events outside of the league that you're currently playing in, and being able to compete there, being able to experience so many new... Yeah. Hold on, Destiny. We can turn the game audio off.
That works too.
Yeah, you're right. We should have been doing that. Anyway, I'm not a professional streamer. This is what they're here for. Here, do we need to make room on the couch? I can uncross my legs. Yeah, sit on the couch. Let's do it. We could fit 3 or 4 of us here. Yep, there we go. All right, this is our professional after Smash tournament interview. So, if you would like to hold back so everybody can be well heard by our microphones. Since we did get them figured out, they work pretty great. So I did want to maybe talk a little bit, since we're all here, about y'all participating in leagues and tournaments outside of the ones that you're doing for this group. How do you feel that has made an impact on your gameplay for ECU? And how do you think that is going to carry you in potential future matches?
You first.
Okay. So I guess this is a good time for me to explain just my backstory in Smash, and it will lead into this. But I loved Smash so much in high school, but I lived in a place where tournaments weren't plentiful, and I wanted to go to them, but I didn't have friends to go with, and I just generally shy person. So I never went to a tournament. I get to college, I still played the game, but again, didn't compete. And I kind of stopped playing Smash up until last year when Bodie came to ECU, And we just one night somehow got on the topic of like games we liked, and Smash Bros comes up, and we both had the mentality of like, oh, we got to play each other in Smash, because we both thought they don't really like play Smash. And then we go and we have the most intense, like, almost like we played so long, it felt like a first to 100. And like every match was close, and we were like, oh my gosh, we found what we like doing. We found this out. Yeah, we found this out fall semester in 24. And then the next semester, Bodhi goes, hey, esports is having tryouts. You need to go. And I was telling him, I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough to play at that level, but I went along with him, and I realized I was like, oh, I can still do this. And I was also kind of in a character crisis at that time until finally, I'm always in a character crisis, but I always go back to Joker. And we get into this semester, Noel's here now, and I had always wanted to go to a local. I'd never played in any sort of like the grassroots scene of Smash Brothers. We go to our first local, and I'm like, I feel like I can do okay. I go 0-2. Straight up went 0-2. Bodhi went 2-2. Did you? I don't remember. Noel, did you go? Okay, me and Noel went 0-2. Bodhi showed out, and then I was like, wait, this was really fun. So we kept going to these locals, and I went from going 0-2, I went 1-2, had another 0-2 in there, and then I top 8 the next local. And then I think I got top 5 at 1, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm really loving this. And then I found out about Skyline.
I was going to ask about that.
Yes.
You did really well.
So Skyline is Oklahoma's biggest regional Smash tournament of the year. And I had heard about it, I had watched it a few times, but again, had never gone. And we talked to Cody, and we're like, we want to go to Skyline. And it has Street Fighter, it has all of this, so multiple teams can go. And we end up taking a trip up to Skyline, and I just had the mentality going into Skyline, if I go 0-2, it's okay. It's my first big tournament. The talent pool here is stacked. We had top 1. No. The best. There was Atomic, Beastly, and Atomic, who are top 120 in the world, and third and fourth in Texas, which is like Texas. Yeah, and then basically the whole top 10 for Oklahoma was here. And I said, I just need to get friendlies against these people because I can learn. And I go into my round 1. I was in pool B1, so I'm like waiting forever. We got there at what, like 9 or 10, something like that. I didn't. Yeah. And so I waited for a long time and did not get a lot of friendlies. And I lose my first match, but I realized in the third game, I was like, oh, I could have brought this back. And then I go into my next game. Now I'm in loser's bracket because Smash works in double elimination. And fun fact about any Joker player is that we hate the Ditto. And I get matched into a Joker player, and I had trained a character specifically for this. I played Pokemon Trainer, and I beat that person 3-0, and I go to give him a fist bump, and he did walk off. I didn't get a fist bump. I was like, oh, that's my first time that's happened. And then I wait 20 minutes before my next match, not because the tournament was ran poorly, but because my opponent couldn't understand his tag, which it is hard to hear. And I go game 5, last stock, last hit. But before we were last stock, last hit, I was at like, what, 110, 120? Yeah. And he was at 0. And I remember just closing my eyes as he's getting off the Angel platform and going, you can't lose here. And I bring the match back, and I hit the nice kill confirm. And I was like, oh my god, I'm going to go at least even at Skyline, which felt amazing. And then the next person I played against is a fan favorite in Oklahoma. His tag is NBA 2K15 Hood Moments.
I love him.
And he genuinely super nice guy, and we go game 5 as well, and he ended up taking it over me. But he told me after the match, he said, he looked at my tag and said, I don't know who this guy is. And he said afterwards, he's like, I need to know who you are. And that is when I realized, like, I love this. I did, again, 33rd at a 100-person event is pretty good, especially when it was my 5th or 6th tournament ever. And, yeah. And, like, we all, I think, played. Don't. I saw it. I think we all learned a lot at Skyline, and I don't want to sit here and like be. I appreciate the kindness, but it's so much more than me just getting 33rd. We got to meet so much more of the community, a lot of really nice people, and we've connected with a lot of them and can get games and friendlies against them, talk about the game. And that's what makes Smash so special. I enjoy the crew battles a lot, and I feel like I've done way better in them than I did last semester, especially, where I went from the most stocks I'd ever taken was 3, then up to 6 in my first one, and I 12 stocked 2 teams this year, I think. All of us got at least one. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the core of Smash to me. At the collegiate level, it's super fun. But I will encourage anyone who's in it at the collegiate level to go support your local scene.
True. It's important.
Very important.
While we're on that topic, Cody, do you have anything about that you'd like to add? I do have another question.
Come to ECU Smash Day number 9 next Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Yes, do
Never mind.
do advise the plug.
The Thursday after next, 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock.
December 4th, there will be a Smash tournament. We encourage everybody to come. It's a very friendly scene. It's not super competitive. Our guys do play, but honestly, I mean, you've heard from Landon.
We have anything from like middle schoolers and high schoolers to like us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's a
and
skill level for everybody.
there's a skill level for everybody, but like you heard it from Landon, if you really like a game to the point where you're like, I think I want to be around other people that play this game like I do, no matter what your skill level is, going to things like that, you're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have a good time. But something that I wanted to ask about, because I know that we have a lot of high school viewers, is what are our thoughts on crew battles? High schools don't participate in crews, do they?
Mine did.
Mine
Okay,
did.
cool.
That's actually how I got.
Bing didn't. Bing did not do that. But I was also like the beginning of high school sports.
You talk on this, you know.
Yeah,
So,
you've been there recently.
okay. Back when we did crew battles, I was like always the person that the team would like fall back on, that would like bring a dead game like back from nowhere, and I feel like I kind of peaked there because we got second like the first time that we ever did crews, and then we never did it again, unfortunately. What are you doing? But in all honesty, I love crews so much more because instead of going like one-on-one with your own teammates, and like that can like kind of cause infighting and also like make people doubt their own skill just because their teammate beats them sometimes. But in a crew battle, it helps like the team grow as like a group. And like with that, I feel like a lot of team bonding. Just makes everybody overall happier. And when the team's happier, you play better and like you get better results.
I want to just add my biggest wish for the next Smash game is an official crew battle mode, so it's
Yes.
easier to go through.
There is Squad Strike, but it sucks.
Well, Squad Strike, and the only issue with Squad Strike is it's 1 stock per character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like and then you have to do the mid-match controller switching, and like we need an official crew battle mode.
Everybody's
100%. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, that would be crazy. Any thoughts from either of you on that?
On crew?
Yeah.
I'll speak a little on it. I promise I won't yap as much, and then I'll let Bodhi take the floor.
Whatever. My next thing is shooting about
So here's my thought on crew battles. When I first started here, I hate to be this guy, but I
Start
did
putting
not
the
like
audience
crew
questions
battles.
in the chat.
My biggest issue with crew battles at the time was was for the reasons I now love it, which is I played Anchor a lot last semester. And so when you go in and you're faced with, okay, you need to take 5 stocks, or you need to take even 1 stock, and you have 3, that with my mindset, especially at the time, I was like, oh, the whole team is depending on me here, and I'm the difference between us winning or losing. Oh, sorry. You're good. And so I didn't like it a lot at that time because, again, switching between everything is weird. And if you don't have a great group of guys, or or players, anybody, it can lead to people, like, if they're just trying to help correct you with something, some people can take that the wrong way. And I was that person. This semester has completely flipped my mind on crew battles. I'm not one to pop off heavily if I win. The most I give you is like a good little fist pump. I've never genuinely yelled at the top of my lungs for my team, for myself, in anything. Playing traditional sports growing up, I was never this invested. But we have a really good team, and a team that cares about each other a lot and has learned how to communicate with each other super well. And that has allowed us to thrive. We went from, again, getting last in almost everything to getting third in GAC, and we're in competition for a national title Tuesday, December 2nd. Be there. Be there. Yeah, you don't want to be square. Believe me, people will make fun of you. But it's a really good atmosphere. You can, like, I love getting to pop off for seeing my friends win, and you can still do that in singles. Every time I see Bodie, Noel, Kaysen, Caden win a set in singles, I'm always super happy for them. Like, even if it's against me, obviously it hurts because it's like, man, I really wanted to do well, but these are my friends and I like to see them do well. And that's why Cruise is so nice, because now we're on the same team.
I've already got my. Okay, my experience with Cruise, I don't love Cruise, but they're growing on me. I used to feel, I still sometimes feel at times that like I'm holding my team back, which sucks. It sucks to feel that way, but I'm getting better. And everyone on the team is getting better. But the difference from last semester to this semester is night and day of who is like the best, who is the worst. There's not a best or worst this year. This year it is genuinely any given day, any single one of us could be the best. We have like all gotten to that level, and like obviously everybody has different consistencies. Some people are a lot more consistently good than others, but it obviously comes down to we're all really good. We're all really close. And something I want to bring from last semester is last semester it felt more like we were a group of people competing together and we like knew each other. This year it feels genuinely like a tight knit family, and I love everybody on our team. Like, it's been so amazing getting to like grow with these people, learn these people, and like and
Then we gotta point out when you're speaking truth.
and we recently started a Minecraft server, and I love it. It's great. It's awesome. I love everybody on our team, like genuinely, some of the best people I met.
All right.
Thank you. Better than most people
That's
give
how
me.
it works in the Smash Lab, I'm not gonna lie. That being said, I want to know if we have any questions from chat. I don't know how many people we have because I did tell them that the stream was over earlier, so we might not have any.
Oh, hey, it's gonna be a goated VOD.
True.
It is going to be a great VOD, and I highly recommend for people to end up watching it and looking it over. At the very least, you guys will have it for later in life, because it will live forever on YouTube. And remember that. Not very many people.
I know this person's got a question.
Oh, you know that person's got a question? Can I call them out?
No.
Oh.
If they're lurking, I don't want to like call
we're
them
not going to
out.
call out the lurkers? Well, we'll give you a couple seconds to type something in chat.
There's like a 2-minute delay.
It's a 2-minute delay.
There is a bit of a delay.
I did say earlier, like 2 minutes ago roughly, if you have questions, put them in the chat real quick.
He did. But that was also in the middle of Landon's speech, so
True.
like I don't know if they heard it.
My speech was
But I figure I can do some closing remarks while we're waiting to see if anything does pop up. You guys will be playing in the NECC's Grand Finals
We will be.
December 2nd. We will be streaming it on here, just like we will any other Grand Finals match that we're in, because we do have, I think we have at least another one. No, League already did theirs.
League
League
already
won
won.
theirs. But League will be in the NECC,
Yeah.
and that's the other one that's going to be happening that week at some point. They'll be playing tomorrow, probably not on stream because they're doing it on a Saturday. But they will be playing tomorrow to make sure that they're in the playoffs for the NECC, like the finals for that. But as far as I've heard, they're very confident against this next team that they're up against. So we'll see how that goes. But keep an eye out for it for everybody at home. You guys also will be playing next semester. I don't think I've heard anything about anybody graduating or not coming back.
I should.
Yeah.
I think next semester will be my last unless certain things work out and I decide.
Right. Things can happen. And the other thing is that even when you guys do graduate from your bachelor's, if you want to get a master's here, you can keep playing.
Yeah.
You know? So,
I was wanting to do that.
that's just another thing to consider and keep in mind. And I say that as a person that will try to keep you here.
W shield.
But it looks like we're probably not going to get anything from chat. We are having tryouts just in case the person that had a question is probably having questions because they're interested. We will be having tryouts. We do them each semester, the second week of school. That means you guys could potentially be seeing another person out of the varsity team. And I think we kind of already have one that might be.
Jesse.
Yeah, maybe.
Like all I'm saying, how many people can we max on varsity?
Right, and that's going to end
It's
up
a
being
max.
the decision.
There is no max.
There is
We
no
would
max.
just.
You need 5 minutes.
You need
You need
five
five
minimum,
minimum.
but the only thing is, we want to keep varsity small enough
Yes.
that we keep it to subs, like
Yeah.
1 sub or 2.
All I'm
Because
saying,
you
if
want.
if we have 2 subs, then like Jesse on Link, Lucario. I know they don't play it, but and then Lucina.
People can learn. Like,
Well, they already play Lucario. They've dropped it.
anyway.
I did want to give one more.
Yeah, we go.
I do just want to give a big shout out to Noelle. First semester here at ECU, the only freshman on varsity, and she consistently shows why she's here. Plays very well, very good attitude about the game, and honestly is Bodie and I have talked about this. A lot of the reason why we were so invigorated this year was we got someone else super excited about the game. It made it even more competitive. We all got so much better, and a lot of that is through Noelle coming here, being as good as she is, teaching so much, and just want to give her a big shout out because she doesn't feel like she deserves it, but she does. I can tell you that right now.
I am a competition-oriented person. If I don't have heavy competition, I don't feel the urge to play. And it's keeping it.
Mm-hmm.
Our competition is genuinely like the most competition I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm ending the stream before we make everyone cry. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you've had a nice night.
No!
No, we're leaving.
Don't turn us off!
No. You've been.
Bye, everybody.